emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. Zobu, zobu, reigning by master.
Step aside for the game changer.
I first met Dr. Maurice Mbaeri, ON, when he was Director of Audit in 2018.
I have known Permanent Secretary in the last 1.5 years. He's been a great support. He's been a strong ally.
I will say that Dr. Mbaeri is a brother to me. I call him Double Chief, just like all the other Permanent Secretaries, without even knowing that he was a prince.
I had a Permanent Secretary who worked quite diligently, and when he was exiting, I wanted somebody that would fit into his shoes. I wanted somebody who is familiar with the environment of the office of the Secretary to the government, and also somebody who is reasonably equipped as an administrator. And the advantage Dr. Maurice Mbaeri had is that he also is a chartered accountant, and that assisted us in navigating a lot of responsibilities. He brought to bear his experience as an administrator.
Dr. Maurice Nnamdi is my senior colleague as a Permanent Secretary. We also work together as fellow accountant in the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation.
Indeed, when I resumed work, not only did he guide me in the details of my work, but even at the point of my appointment letter, he was clear on the fact that this is the way my title of my office should be to enable me function effectively.
He has been of immense help to me since I got to this office. He has an open door policy. He's very accessible. And I've had long interactions with him. We have talked a lot, especially on how to better the lot of people, which has been his passion.
Yeah, Chief or High Chief, as we call him in the group of the Permanent Secretaries, deserve this recognition because he is a man of high character, and he is a man of himself. He's always there to see that things have been done as at when due and in accordance with the law and regulations.
So I'm not surprised that his community found him worthy of being elevated to this office as a prince from that particular community and also a member of the council of the Eze in his community. He's been prepared for that job, not only as a prince being groomed in the traditions of his people, but also he will bring a lot of experience.
And this recognition is both timely and fitting. As they will say, he who the cap fits, let him wear it. I think this cap fits him very well, and I'm sure he's going to wear it regally, with honor and with success.
He's my direct boss, someone who is open, who is transparent, who is also accountable to whatever he does, whatever he wants to say. I became so impressed. He became my #1 advisor. Whatever I want to do, I consult him to know whether I'm going the right way or not. We pray that God will continue to grant him the wisdom, the knowledge to continue to steer the office he is, and also to steer the title he's going to hold in his community, and continue to improve on what he does best, you know, humanity work, bringing people, uplifting people, and serving his country.
I didn't have any doubts in my mind that he was going to make a difference. And indeed, he made a difference. Everybody can testify to that. You can see how the office has been transformed, both physically and in terms of welfare for the staff. Honestly, I think it's just the right thing to do, because he's well fitted for the job, and I don't have any doubt in my mind that he's going to make them prouder.
I know him to be a giver. He must have extended such pleasures to people, not only to those around him, but also to his community, even though he spends most of his time in Abuja due to his work. I think this recognition is well deserved for a personality of his nature.
You know, we're waiting for the SGF, so, and all arrangements have been put in place, police, army, DSS, and this gentleman just comes in unassuming, and I was so taken, I was so impressed. After the ceremony, unlike big men, everybody will be running around them to try to get their numbers, try to get their contacts. He was the one who came to me and said, "Commandant, I'm impressed with what happened here. You know, I'd like to give you my number. In case whenever you're in Abuja, just come, be in touch, let's talk, we're brothers." Oh, that really got me, that touched me. Permanent secretary in the office of the SGF, talking to me and then giving me his number and asking me to be in touch that we're brothers. Oh, no, that endeared me to him.
By and large, he's a wonderful person. Yeah, it is apt, and I would say that it is long overdue, because he's a community person. Even though he does not discriminate whether you are from Yoruba, you are from Hausa, you are from Igbo, but all of us, we all have roots where we come from. And if we enter his office, you see the level of accessibility of his brothers, sisters, and all that, unlike other people.
This is a very well-deserved recognition, because he has paid his dues. He has reached the highest any civil servant aims to be as a permanent secretary. And he is, I think, to date, about the longest serving permanent secretary from the eastern part of Nigeria. And it is well deserved. And I know that for you recognizing him, because you are recognized first from where you come from, your roots, and it will help him blossom more as a tree that will provide a lot of shade for many more. He is what youth should imbibe to become in the future, because he is a decentralized Nigerian. He has represented Nigeria at the federal level and very well at international forums.
His leadership qualities is awesome. He attends to official matters with professionalism, and expeditiously.
He is available. He is supportive. He is knowledgeable. And he brings all this with epitome of humility. I am very privileged to call him my brother in public service. I'm very privileged to also call him my boss and my friend. We see him as a beacon of hope, and none of us goes to his office for guidance because he's deeper inside government than most of us will ever imagine. Once you have interaction with him, he will guide you properly, provided you are ready to listen, as I do. We share with him in this joy, and we offer him our hearty congratulations.
My friend, my brother, my colleague, Dr. Maurice Mbaeri, has been close to me for several years, and I've found him very dependable, very reliable, very hardworking, very kind, and very honest. He's a person you can entrust everything to, and you will find the same thing, even in a better position by the time you ask for what you have entrusted to his care. And that is why I consider it a great step that the Isu Ancient Kingdom is honoring him with a title which places a huge responsibility on his shoulder. But he's not somebody that runs away from responsibility. The community can be rest assured that he will help them to mobilize effectively. He will help them to develop areas of infrastructure and human capacity, especially the youth, so as to secure the future of the community. I congratulate His Highness, the traditional ruler. I congratulate the community, and I rejoice with my friend, Dr. Maurice Nnamdi Mbaeri, for this honor done to him by the community.
I am a very good friend of my big brother, Maurice Mbaeri, OON, an outstanding permanent secretary. As a permanent secretary, he is senior to me, being that he was appointed before I was, but we became very good friends. He has been a fantastic gentleman. I've historically had good ties with him, both professionally and personally. Among us permanent secretaries, we usually have people we interact with, and we discuss certain issues that may come up in order for guidance and for assistance as it comes up. And I found him very, very helpful for me. So I've maintained that relationship closely with him. In my opinion, he has been an outstanding permanent secretary of the General Services Office of the Secretary to the Government of Federation. It's remarkable that as a permanent secretary, when we meet at service-wide meetings, you will not be able to miss the wisdom that he brings to comments that he makes. His input is always extremely packed with good suggestions and wisdom, so that sometimes difficult or dicey situations are navigated in a way that he presents it and makes it much easier to address. Well, before now, I used to call him, wherever I see him, I call him OMEZIRIBE 1. And he calls me OMEZIRIBE Junior 1, because there cannot be 2. There's only 1. So he's 1 and I'm Junior 1. Well, now that he's becoming the royal father, then my red cap is assured. Perhaps he will relinquish the OMEZIRIBE 1 to me now, since I have served as junior for long enough. Mr. Maurice, you are very much appreciated. You are a fantastic gentleman. I'm so happy to have met you. You have been my mentor. You have given me sufficient guidance at times when I've had difficulties, and other times just to clarify certain situations. You are always very well appreciated. Thank you for being my friend. And I wish you the best in everything you do. Going forward, I know that your life will even be better. People will find more reason to appreciate you, to understand how fortunate it is to have you as a friend and a leader.
Actually, it is my pleasure, really, to say one or two things about my Oga, my boss, and my senior colleague in this business of permanent secretaryship. Oga Triple Chief Maurice. Now, he's no longer Triple Chief, it is High Chief and Multiple Chief. Oga, you have been a chief, no be today, start, no be today. We are so proud of you. You know, I'm your junior and I'm your younger brother. Always proud to come after you. The reality is that meeting you and our lives crossing each other has been great for me personally, because you have shown us leadership. You know, as a very senior permanent secretary, you've always led the way. And at all times, the contributions you make during our service-wide meetings are always legendary. You know, what else can I say other than to say, God, we thank you, and I thank God for bringing us together within this period. You know, Oga, you have been, as always, a community man. Even within the body of permanent secretary, you are a community man, Oga, sir. You know, so I'm not surprised, really, you know, that your community will continue to honor you and honor you and honor you. The truth of the matter is that what I know for you, sir, and you and I have spoken, and I've told you, I have prophesied, that after your retirement, that will be the beginning. So this title that they're giving your community is just the beginning. The political one is coming. We have not seen the end of you, Oga. That is for sure, Oga, sir. You know, so I want to thank your community members, you know, and the entire people of Imo State, you know, for finding you worthy. And truly, you are a true ambassador of your people, a true ambassador of Nigeria in general. We know we're going to miss you too very soon, but we'll continue to be with you. We want you to go back to your community, not only serve your community, but to continue to serve the country and the world at large. You are a great legend. With this responsibility, I want you to continue to do more. And I'm sure you will do. You will do more and more and more for your community. Continue to strive, continue to do and be who you are. Oga Chief, congratulations. Congratulations, sir.